Sandra, how do you like playing a witch?
It's not that I played a witch. We said this film has to be as though if you took the witch out of it, it could be like a family of doctors. You just have to. You connect with all the things that you connect with on a daily basis. You know, your insecurities, my inability to really be who I am some of the time, looking for that soulmate. Family with me and my sister, my real life sister. You have all these elements that are in everyone's life. It just happens to be set in a very magical setting. And if you literally took the witchcraft out, everyone would go, this is a film, that could have been made without the witchcraft. But that element is what makes it so whimsical. And we were allowed to take liberties because of the way the book was written.
Isn't a lot of it about self-denial?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. My character is in such self-denial and such a repressed person because she's cutting off everything of who she is. She wants nothing more than to conform, to be like everyone else, to be accepted. And it's still not happening. She's not going to be accepted whether she conforms or not, and in her opinion. So once she can't help but get in touch with who she is through the tragedies that happen and the misfortunes, all of a sudden she realizes that her ability to just say, I don't care what you think, this is who I am, accept it, allows those around who never accepted her to do the same and look within themselves. And it's just, there's a lot of levels to this, which I find really insightful, really.
It also seems that the magic was also a metaphor for being an outcast, for being an outsider.
Well, it was just the unique qualities in human beings. We're born brilliant people. Children are the most amazingly magical forces in the planet. But, adults are afraid of that, and they help to conform those children to society so they can survive. It's for a good reason. But, we're so predisposed to all the images of how we're supposed to be because of, I've said magazines and TV and, what you learn. And to be different is not good. But you know what? It's what we're supposed to overcome and return to. I think once you get to a certain age, you kind of go, I don't care what anyone else thinks. This is who I am, and I'm just happy with it. And all of a sudden, things taste better. The world looks better. You find the people that you meet are parallel exactly where you are. It's hard to get to that place, because everyone's always going against it.
Do you do any things in your own life, or are there things that happen that you would say are magical?
Things have happened to me in my lifetime that I can't explain, that I really look at and cherish. It's odd to explain it, unless you're with the other person that it's happened with, or people have been around to experience it, or it's just those coincidences or those gut feelings that says, don't get on don't get in that car, do not get in that car. Something says, don't get in that car, the car has an accident. How do you know? Those are the things that happen to people all the time. But we're so conditioned not to pay attention to it because there's nothing on paper to explain why I feel that way. Things happen to me all the time. Connections with certain people all the time that scare me, but they are so powerful that I'm learning how to appreciate it a little more.
You were one of the producers on this film. How much, as a producer, how much do you get involved with what's going on?
Everything. It all depends on the project, too. You find yourself involved in so many different departments on one project because that's where you feel you're needed. You find yourself completely involved on different. The great thing that I did, which I thought was very smart on my part, was I glommed onto two great producers that I could learn from and watch how they did things completely differently. And, you just, from script development to making sure the characters are well developed, to finding, to agreeing on who directs it and who's in it and locations. And, but the simple and the great thing about producing is just know who's incredibly brilliant and talented and hire them. Hire them and allow them to do their job as long as it's within the context of the story. And that's it. And then you just take care and babysit and make sure that everyone gets what they need and damage control, really. And you're just, your whole life is taken up with it, basically. You have no life.